Travis Kelce announced today that he is heartbroken over a massive offseason decision. And honestly, he's not the only one feeling it. While the kingdom is still partially reeling from decisions on the business end of things, we've also got a forgotten defender breaking his silence on a 2026 return. And some NFL insiders are mocking a top 10 pick to KC that is going to polarize this entire fan base. Let's talk about it. Hit that like button and let's jump right in. Before we get to Travis Kelce, let's talk about a name that has Chiefs fans split right down the middle, and that's Nazeeh Johnson. Nazeeh Johnson just went on the record saying he expects to be back in Kansas City for 2026. Now, for the new fans that joined in last year, you might be thinking, who the hell is Nazeeh Johnson? But for the rest of us watching, Nazeeh Johnson is a loaded topic and can bring some heated opinions. Let's look at the facts. 2025 was essentially a wash. He spent the vast majority of the year on IR with that persistent shoulder issue. But the real tension, it goes back to 2024. That was supposed to be his breakout year, the year he took the CB2 spot and he ran with it. But instead, he struggled mightily. According to the stats, he was targeted relentlessly and the secondary felt the leak. Some fans actually turned on him by mid-season, calling for changes. Johnson was a 2022 seventh rounder who defied the odds to even make the roster. After showing flashes in 2023, his 24 tape showed a player who had lost a step in recovery speed, leading to some of the loudest boos we've ever heard for a young defender in a while from Arrowhead Stadium. And that brings us to the 2025 ghosting act. He had 0 defensive snaps last year due to that shoulder injury. So why on earth would the Chiefs even consider bringing him back? Well, he knows Spag's system, and he's pretty cheap. But is cheap enough when you're trying to win a ring? Nazeeh says the Chiefs know his talent level. Well, do you agree? Or is it just time to move on from Nazeeh Johnson? All right, let's get into the headline story. Travis Kelce finally addressed the elephant in the room on New Heights today, and he didn't hold back. Take a listen.
I think it's going to be unbelievable once it's finally set in stone, but it is going to be kind of heartbreaking knowing that the Chiefs are going to move away from Arrowhead and that side of like the Missouri side of Kansas City. And it's just a part of the old, professional sports.
This isn't just a maybe anymore. The Chiefs are officially headed across the state line to Kansas.
Today's announcement is a total game changer for our state. Because today, we are announcing an agreement to bring our beloved Kansas City Chiefs right here to Kansas.
The Wyandotte County project is a $3 billion dome stadium play. So why is it so heartbreaking? Well, because Arrowhead is the soul of this team and a mecca for us fans not in Missouri or Kansas, so we can go venture there. It's the 142.2 decibels. It's the smell of the parking lot pregame. Travis mentioned how heartbreaking it is because he, more than anyone, understands that Arrowhead is home. But here's the business side of it. Missouri voters rejected the tax extension, and Kansas came to the table with star bonds that cover 70% of the cost. So we're talking a climate-controlled dome, a massive entertainment district, and a possible future Super Bowl in KC, no doubt with a halftime act that everyone's going to hate, but the NFL's going to claim they broke viewing records. It's the right move for the bank account. And specifically, maybe Clark Hunt's bank account.
Sports are woven into the fabric of this community. You don't have to tell people which side of the state line you're from. You tell them you're from Kansas City, and there's a pretty good chance that their response might have something to do with the Chiefs. And I hope you are as excited as we are about this next chapter in Chiefs history. In the 60-plus years of this franchise, we have called 3 stadiums home. And we have brought home a championship to every single one of those stadiums. Chiefs fans will have the best game day experience in the entire National Football League. And I promise you this, we'll do everything we can to bring trophies home to Kansas.
But is it the right move for Chiefs Kingdom? Travis is trying to be diplomatic here. You can see that. You can hear it in his voice. The heartbreak, it's real. NFL fans from every team are watching this because if Arrowhead can fall, no legendary stadium is safe as we venture out into this new era of the NFL. Now, if the Chiefs are moving to a new house, they're going to need some new stars to fill it. We're sitting at the 9th overall pick after a rough 6-11 season, and the experts are all over the map with this pick. Field Yates from ESPN, who works with Mel Kiper and was a Chiefs scouting employee back in 2009 until 2011, has the Chiefs taking Jeremiah Love at number 9 in his first mock draft of the season that he dropped earlier today. He actually passed on defensive end Ruben Bain out of Miami, which is a big surprise. We totally understand the Love hype. He is pretty awesome. I think he's a blue chip prospect. There's no doubt. But banking on him being there at number 9 and not addressing the running back situation in free agency, that feels like a massive risk by the Chiefs, and one that could be a huge blunder. He's also projected to make over $31 million in guaranteed money on his first contract in the NFL, which isn't that much cheaper than a proven commodity. Plus, with limited time in the NFL to make money as a running back, if he actually produces early, he could be in holdout territory well before we can even smack a 5th-year option on him. But here's the case for Love. He's a St. Louis kid, Gatorade Player of the Year. He's got that home run speed from his track days. My take? I have him at number 3 on my big board for a reason. He hasn't fumbled a single time in college. He's a violent, hard-nosed runner. But is 9 too high for a running back who isn't overly dynamic in the passing game? Or was that just an underutilization of him back at Notre Dame? Next up, we have the Chad Rueter triple threat. The next great playoff touchdown is coming, and you can bet on every moment of postseason glory. We've teamed up with DraftKings Sportsbook because playoff football delivers the biggest scores of the year, and every trip to the end zone matters more than ever. Whether it's first touchdown score, anytime touchdown, player props, or same-game parlays, DraftKings gives you more ways to ride the adrenaline of every score during Super Bowl 60. Right now, new customers that bet $5 can get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins by signing up using our promo code ACU. With DraftKings, the crown is yours. Chad Rueter from NFL.com went a totally different route here. He's got us going round 1, Caden Proctor, tackle from Alabama. My rationale, I'm going to be pretty honest, I hate this. Proctor is a mountain for sure. He squats 815 pounds, but he whiffs on the second level and he carries his hands way too low. At number 9, no thank you. I have him ranked number 22 overall on my big board as of today. In round 2, he took Akeem Mesidor, edge from Miami. This is okay. He's explosive, but he will be 25 as a rookie. That's a massive red flag for a second round investment. But he's grown into his body. He has a great pass rushing arsenal, and being a bit older just means he's ready to solidly contribute on a team that's ready to win right now. In round 3, we went running back. Katron Fat Man Allen, running back from Penn State. Here's my rationale with that pick. I actually like this way more than the Proctor pick in round 1, pick 9. He scored a 78.7 in zone runs per PFF this past season, which is Andy Reid's bread and butter. He's a bruiser. I would almost want to take Mike Washington Jr. from Arkansas here, or maybe snag an Emmett Johnson from Nebraska here if available over Katron Allen. But Allen is currently the number 5 running back on my big board with Jeremiah Love, Jonah Coleman, Jadarian Price, and Emmett Johnson ranked just ahead of him as my current February rankings. Now, onto the last mock from NFL.com, and that's Cynthia Freland. She took Francis Mauigoa, offensive tackle from Miami at number 9. This kid is a freak, 6'6", 315 pounds, and moves like a tight end. He's got NFL bloodlines. His brother Francisco is already playing in the NFL with the Jets. Here's my concern. He has a goofy technique with his inside hand. It's weird, but man, his anchor is super solid. Lots of scouts think he projects to a guard at the NFL level, and so you have this athletic freak that may be better suited to play guard. Who does that kind of sound like? Yep, Kingsley Suamataia maybe. But yeah, he's more polished as a pro at this point than Kingsley really ever was. But look, if it's me, I'm taking Mauigoa or Love. I'm staying far away from Proctor. Hell, Ruben Bain, Mekhi Lemon, or even Caleb Downs would be spectacular. Drop it in the comments who you like at pick number 9. So, the move to Kansas is real. Nazeeh Johnson thinks he's coming back to Kansas City, and the draft is looking like a total wild card scenario. So what do you think is the bigger heartbreak? Leaving Arrowhead in 2030, or the idea of drafting an offensive tackle at number 9 who might be a bust like Caden Proctor this year? Let us know in the comments. And as always, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that little bell so you don't miss any of our Chiefs off-season coverage. We'll see you in the next one. Go Chiefs.